Okay, this is a historical province of Chechnya. This place is called Chebarloy. I think it's the biggest communities of Chechen nation. So, but this settlement is famous because here lived our national hero, Adi Surkho. So his name was Surkho, and he was a son of Adi. So very noble guy. So people used to live here up to deportation in February 23rd in 1944, and since then no one came back. And actually they couldn't come back because they, first of all, were not allowed to come back here, and many of these were damaged on purpose. Usually Chechen settlements, they used to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maximum 10 families living, but here were many people, many houses.
So these were built originally when? When did the clan originally start?
Difficult to say, maybe 800 years ago.
Really? And they lived in the same complex that was originally built?
Yeah, maybe they rebuilt all the way, but this is
amazing.
And to see one more thing about well, first of all, the Caucasian War, and then deportation. We always were deprived of our history. So books were either burnt or we had to leave them when we were deported. People who knew the history, they were killed or died of. So that's why now we have a big problem to recover our history.
Your history was destroyed. Yeah. So when you say deportation, you mean during 1944?
Yeah, right.
By Stalin?
By Stalin.
To where?
To Central Asia.
Central Asia.
Mainly Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan.
And were you deported all together as a nation of people to the same place, or scattered everywhere?
Scattered everywhere.
So and they separated people.
Yeah, separated. Yeah, just they needed these vast lands of Kazakhstan populated. So when there is a necessity of the population, they would settle down there. Deported people.
Deported people to live in certain places.
Yeah, right. And one more thing, those Chechens who fought against Germans, Russians first of all blamed us for expecting Hitler to come here and to cooperate with them. Though many people, Chechens and Ingush and Kalmyk and Karachay, they were fighting against Germans. Trains were on lowlands, but by trucks they would bring people down to Grozny, Gudermes, and other railway train stations. But if, for example, the villages where trucks couldn't reach, people were just killed. For example, at that time there wasn't this road, so they just slaughtered people who used to live here, especially those who couldn't move themselves. So elder people, sick people, they were just thrown somewhere in the abyss.
Nobody was here to bury them or anything.
No one.
Oh.
And during along the road to Kazakhstan, if someone dies in these carriages, people had to throw them out. They would stop train, look who is dead, took the body, and live in the fields, in the wilderness. So that's all.
Tragic history. Thank you.
My pleasure.